Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your time zone. I want to be sure when you join us, please share it. Share it, share it. Join us, share it. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? I hope you are doing good. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, let's share to all platforms. Gonna be 30 minutes. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? Yes. If when I go live and they stop on the way, please don't be offended. I didn't stop it. You see people on Twitter, they are stopping them. Don't think I can stop it abruptly without telling you goodbye. Yes. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing? Good morning. Thank you for people that did something, sit at home, donated for our freedom, and did many things. Yes, I want to appreciate everybody. So far, so good. We are getting it. We are getting to our freedom. Remember, when you are joining Ada Biafra from Chicago, always write our code, hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu now, number 1. Hashtag Biafra referendum now, number 2. Hashtag Biafra is my home, number 3. Hashtag Biafra is our last hope, number 4. Hashtag Fulani the terrorists. You must tell them, the Hamas the terrorists, the swap the terrorists. You must ring the bell to the world. Tell the world who are the terrorists terrorizing the whole indigenous people right now. You must let the world know. And our new hashtag Biafra must exit, mass exit Exodus 2024. I'm not used to it, so if I make mistake, you correct me under the comment section. I know I'm getting used to it. It's our new Prime Minister's hashtag. Hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I see you. Keep sharing, keep sharing. Share. I'm sharing. I want to share it to some people so that I will go straight to little thing, little encouragement. Have you voted? Do you need the link? Have you registered for your ID? Do you know that we are having ID registration now? And people have started giving results. Congratulations to the people who use that ID to get their citizenship anywhere you are. Clap for them. Na ako na aka biko. Go and register. Don't think we are playing. That ID can give you stay in any country you are today. That ID registration can make you a legal citizen any country you are residing today. You want me to bring it? I will bring it to the screen. That it is now official that Biafra government ID can give you stay in any country you are residing today, courtesy of our Brgie government. Courtesy of our Brgie government. Yes. Na aka na ọdịọkwa easy. This our bridge government. He has done wonderfully well. Wonderfully well. Let me share it so that you see it. Let me share it to the screen so that you see that we are not joking. We don't play. We don't play. Look at it. Let me expand it. We don't play. Read it. Let me read it for you. Good day, bro. Please, just to let you know that my asylum claim has been granted. Thanks for all you do. Reply say, now you know the worth of your Biafra government in exile under the leadership of Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister. The Foreign Affairs Ministry of Brgie played their role for you to have a citizen of Biafra in exile. Now go and continue your massive financial support to the Biafra government in exile so that we can restore Biafra. What have you done today? What are you still doing? Have you donated? Have you bought granite for our gallant men? Not easy. All these your bully homers. All these your bully homers. You know why I get upset in helping some people? Yes, I will tell you. The people I helped before now in Chicago, most of them, after you help them, they will use our Biafra people that died. You consult them and got their paper. Afterwards, they will turn back and be spitting on the graves of our people who have fallen because of Biafra. They will turn back to be supporting Obi. I have many of them. I will start calling their names. I will start calling their names. You know me. I don't play. I don't joke. Ada Biafra took you to IBOB. You help you to write things that are happening in Biafra land. Now you turn back and be singing praises of Nigeria that killed our people. That brought the Fulani jihadists, the Hamas that raped our women. I have your list too. I don't joke. I have your list. Continue dodging. Continue na no. Ejim list too no. The day I will put it down, the whole world will know. Because this last verse, now go and continue mass financial support to the Biafra government in exile so that we can restore Biafra. Some of them, once they get their stay, how do I go home? I want to go. Let me tell you, you don't know. The America, they are watching me now. The land of Biafra will pick you up. If Fulani not catch you, our land will swallow you. You don't want to support what we are doing. Ana m ekwu ka ha na-anụ ya mana nke a na-asụ n'Igbo ka ha ghara ịghọtachi ihe ekwu. They have killed our people. They have killed us enough. They have raped our women enough. Enough is enough. Eto ọnụ na-ekwu obi terere nte obi gwongwongwo. Obi terere nte obi gwongwongwo. Ịmana iwe m nwere ebe ọ na-ejedebe mana nke ikpeazụ a ka m na-eshi ya m na-eshi akwa ya ma ndị ahụ niile. Keep sharing it. Thank you. Ịmana adị m apụtazi asị nke enwere ha homework to write. Mana unu kpasuo m iwe na nke ikpeazụ a ndị m ga-apịa woto. Unu asịkwana na m echighị warning were ekwu ya. Ndị m ga-apịa ịtarị mmụọ a ma apịapụghọ gị ma akwa na ma apịapụghọ gị ihe ahụ ha anya ga-apịa gị ya. The unseen, the dead bodies of our gentle, all the people they killed in this agitation, Ojukwu, will get you. The dead bodies of our people that they have slain in the name of. I know some of you who always go and be pointing the houses of, making our people to deny themselves who they are. Do you know what is IPOB? Indigenous people of Biafra. Indigenous people of Biafra. You don't want people to proudly tell the world that they are indigenous people of Biafra. Who they are. You want me not to talk that I am a Biafran? Can you go and tell Fulani from Futajalon that they are not Fulani? Can you do that? Can you tell a Yoruba stats that they are not Yoruba? Can you do that? You are pointing houses of people. This one is supporting fundraising. This one, the time we will start pointing your own is now. Nobody have monopoly of violence. My page don't support violence, but defending myself is my right. I'm not going to share. Keep sharing. Thank you. Now, Colonel Biafra government, I cannot do easy. For this testimony here, for this testimony, it's not easy. Since you've been going up and down with Nigeria passport, what does that give you? Anywhere you drop it in the airport, you be search 100 times. They will search you 100 times. If they're searching people once, twice, Ghana people will come and pass. Come on, Ghana is now the giant of Africa. What have you benefited using that green, white, green? Nothing. Look at the people protested yesterday with their flag again. They have arrested the guy. They have arrested the guy. You don't want to support what we are doing. But you went and collected Asai with Biafra. And you turn back and be supporting Nigeria. You turn back and be spitting on the dead bodies of our people. One of them even told me, keep sharing. I built my upstairs 2 decades in 6 months. He has not supported anything Biafra. Na me carry him, na me. Some of them were lying. No, it's not Biafra that gave me Bali. I know. We know. We know. Stop lying. We know all of you. I am waiting for you at the junction. We are waiting for you at the junction. If you don't support what we are doing, whether it's the Biafra party or not, all of you who are singing praises of one Nigeria, some of them, even when you give them this help, they will not even come back. I know people who have connected to come Ndara. Hold on. Let me remove these people so that they will not disorganize me. We have helped them in one way or the other to get stay. They will turn and be singing praises. School, that's my classmate. If it is you that went to bring her, ekenelum chukwu na manụ ha ụdị ahụ nna ha anụ na anụrụ m di m ọfụma maka na ụfọdụ ga-eji wee bịa mee ma ataki m kwụsị ihe na-eme ma ọwụ ha ejegwa ndị obodo na nkwụrụ ụgwọ unu kwụchara ụgwọ anyị macha unu ọ bụrụ na mụ akwụrụ ụgwọ ahụ unu aka jegoje gwa ndị obodo nya nwa na ọ na-eme ihe a na ọ na-eme ihe IPOB na ọ kwụkwara ụgwọ were enweta akwụkwọ ndị obi akpọ local gọọmenti ndị obi ọjọọ mana unu kwụchara ụgwọ ha na-agagharị enye unu akwụkwọ unu atọ nọ na-asọpọtụ Nigeria afụ niile unu talụ wee pụta. Some of you Mediterranean seas always swallowed you na narrow escape. Some of you azụ ka akwọ gị wee kwọbata gị. Is Nigeria working and you went through Mediterranean Sea? Is Nigeria working and you went and jumped fence? Is Nigeria working and you swim inside Potopoto to come into America? Is Nigeria working? How is it working for you? Ndu biojo local government. Ketekpa local government. Nigeria is now working. Welcome. Thank you, California in the house. Where are you watching from? Anywhere you're watching from, there. You all turned back and left our leader in dungeon and be singing praises of Nigeria that have raped our women, that have killed our people for just being who they are. Abamonya IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, even the governors, even the senators, all of them are IPOB. They are indigenous people of Biafra. You don't know what is indigenous people? You are pointing hand. We will get all of you that are pointing hand that made them our people to be disappearing. We will get all of you. I am indigenous person of Biafra, IPOB. Oyembo. And I'm not hiding face. Can you tell an American that he is not American? Can you tell an American person that, no, you are not American? No, you are from Chicago. You are not America. No, you are from Tennessee. You are not America. That is the meaning of it. You are from Anambra. You are not indigenous people of Biafra. You are from Calabar. That is what you are trying to tell our people. Are you for real? Are you for real? For real? Are you for real? You are pointing their hand. This one, IPOB member. This one, IPOB. What is IPOB member? So there is an American member here. We are all Biafrans, and that is the meaning of indigenous people of Biafra. That is what IPOB means. You are pointing houses. This one, IPOB. Our people keep disappearing. It is your time now to disappear. We have all your contacts. We even people, you are in diaspora, you think we don't know you. Your comment, your like, your anything you are doing in the internet here. That was how I got my landlord. Let me tell you this short story. Landlord, the first landlord I paid my rent, my hard-earned money as Ada Biafra in America. The first place, apart from hotel, before I got accommodation. The first place I paid rent. This internet is, this internet, don't take it for a ride. Don't take this internet for granted. It can pop up your ass out. This your bastard man in America, he might be watching me. Keep sharing. Oh, keep sharing. Keep sharing. Wicked evil man. Let me be telling you the story I'm be sharing. This man, I lived in his house in America for the first time. Hold on. The first house I lived in America. This man came and be telling me, oh, I see what you are doing. When he's, or not that he go to my comment, not that he always go where I'm doing something to comment. No, he doesn't comment. He will just walk past. No, I didn't know he was even looking for the new to poison Ada Biafra. I didn't know. How do you see the heart? This heart. From what you say, we see your heart. One day, this man saw me. He was saying, oh, I used to give you thumb up, but now you are attacking the Yoruba people. When I made a video that if you are not using your WhatsApp status, if you are not condemning the killing of indigenous people in Lagos, people threaten to push our people into lagoon, you are supporting those people. You are my friend in this list. You are not using your platform, your WhatsApp status, your Facebook, your Instagram, your everything to talk against the killing and the tying of our people in Lagos, burning of our properties, that you are supporting them. Guess what? He came, he said that I'm insulting the Yoruba. I said, Oga. He said, but I've been giving you thumb up, you are talking, you are doing good. I said, Oga, for what? How do I insult the Yoruba? He said, now you are calling them Yorubas. And say, that is what, you are one of the people I will unfollow. This is my landlord. I was talking to them. I told you, you are one of them. I will unfollow you because you don't use your WhatsApp. You don't use your anything to condemn the killing of my people in Lagos. Are you for real? And you said I'm insulting them. I told him bluntly, I will unfollow you. I will block you. Another day, internet doesn't lie. Internet doesn't lie. I zoomed off. If you see how I zoomed my car off, if I see him, I would have matched his leg. I don't joke with this freedom. Give me freedom today. You'll stop seeing me on the internet. Hannah. He saw me, he sent me something that one Nigeria doctor did this one, Igbo man, they do well. I said, is this what you're supposed to do? As in condemning the killing of indigenous people and somebody threatened to push our people in Lagoon. He said, I block him straight, immediately. I don't play. My headline says what? Don't worry. What did my headline say? Don't forget about headline. Little time I have, I will use it to talk. Support Biafra government. I don't know what he says. Listen to what I'm saying. My landlord saw me again and crossed me with his car. He didn't know I was recording it. He said something. I'm an advocate of Ndibo. They are paying my rent in Lagos and in America. I asked him, are they owing you? No. Where have you condemned the killings of your people over destroying our properties in Lagos? Were you there when somebody show or who? I don't know who the name of that unknown Palmer who said he will push our people in line. I see. No, I don't hear about it. Who did not hear that nonsense? He spitted and he's still moving around that he will push our people to Lagoon and nobody challenged him and nobody talked about it. Even Sunday Igboho, yes, you heard me. Sunday Igboho did not say anything concerning it. Koiki Media, yes, he did not say anything concerning it. Here who came to disorganize us in the name of the read freedom. I asked him a question, my landlord. I was recording it. He said he did not hear about that, blah, 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 blah. That he's an advocate of Ndibo. See where did you make their advocate? They are living in my rent in Lagos, in Abuja. They are feeding you and you have the guts to go to platform. Internet don't lie. When Mbise people was in Facebook doing something in Texas and they chased them away, my landlord came there and commented. Chase them away. They thought it's Lagos. You see the power of internet. You don't know the power of what you are having in your hand. My landlord came there and commented they should chase them away. They thought it's Lagos. Hallelujah. I saw it. I went there and replied him. I gave him the promise, the promise of his life. And I screenshot it. I sent it to his WhatsApp. I sent it to his direct phone number. Both reply and what he said. You don't know the power of internet. Use your smartphone very well. You that is pointing. Why did I bring this story? You that is pointing, commenting rubbish, attacking our prime minister, commenting against our leader, Mazen Nandekanu, commenting against our freedom. Internet don't lie. We have screenshot all the things you that pointed and the people and they tied our people back home. We know all of you. By your comment, we know you. That's why I gave you these brief stories. You see where my landlord who pretended to be for the Igbos, advocate of the Igbos, as he said, he lied. You see where I got him? From that Texas, Mbise, town hall, something, they chased them away. You remember when the Mbise people went for New Yam Festival? Ndara, the animatu polo hono. I thought you don't use chupo ha na origin na obodo Igbo. You don't want to support our freedom. Ijeri region na Texas. Ndị Mbise. I thought you don't use either na because of how many hours. I thought you don't use or chususia has an hour na ha or the hour has gone. They will pay billions to go and but they will not come and support our Biafra government. Nothing. You deserve it. You deserve it because you refuse to come and be with your leader, Mazen Nandekano. Yes, Zoo is devouring our people systematically. Na mese haka aziza eluo 10 na Aba egbuo 5 eluo echi na Mbaise egbuo 10 eje na Calabar egbuo 5. These are men that we fight for our freedom. They're removing them little by little. Little by little. The jihadist terrorists are destroying our people, eliminating us little by little, and you are keeping quiet. You are keeping quiet. Every day, men and other. The terrorists from Futajalon is taking over your land in Ona, Texas. In Ona, Texas, in Eriji. In Ona, Texas, in who are you? Igbo without be. You are Biafra before Igbo. You are Biafra before Aquacross. You are Biafra before Delta. You are Biafra before South Shout. You are Biafrans. That's why you have a Asaba massacre. Yes. What was their crime? Why did they go to destroy and buy how many men in Asaba? Asaba massacre, you see a tip of an iceberg. You should think and know that we are one. These people, when they want to buy you, they call you Biafra. But when they want you to divide you and rule you and conquer you, they will call you shout shout. They will call you Calabar, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa. You ask the meaning of all those nonsense they gave you, no meaning. You are Biafran, indigenous people of Biafra. That is who you are. You are Biafra before anything they call you. It is only in Nigeria that I've had shout since I was born. Tell I've gone to many countries. I hope I never see or hear shout in a shout to Harry. It's Saloneje. Get up, go and support. This line is why I brought this. Now, Colonel, the Prime Minister, the Fulani and their Fonja, their brethren, are envious of all of you. You don't know. You don't know what God has given to you. You see our Prime Minister and our leader, Mazen Nandekanu, these two people comes in 1,000 years. This kind of two people, they can't imagine. They are envy, jealous of these blessed two people God has given us. They can't imagine that such people can come from this our side, Biafran. They can't believe it. It's still shock to some of them that our leader Mazen Nandekanu, who they kidnap, refused to bow down, refused to give up, refused to denounce Biafra. That our Prime Minister, upon the attack, upon the evil threat, upon all the media, The newspapers, they bought over, the platforms, they bought over, the people, they paid billions to stop him. One no-go area. Biafra must Exodus 2024. Naka. We must. It's a must. Max Exodus 2024. It is our year. We know the look face. Anwana Abebe Onari Abegu Odogunu Prime Minister. Hey! If Fulani get this kind of people, who they are? Onye Bokwanosu, who dash monkey banana? Or the Mojo Gugu Ahose, the Yariba. Who dash monkey banana? They are jealous. They are envious. They can't imagine. They can't believe it. Believe it or not, Biafra is here already. Naka. We must go home, man. We must go home. Biafra is here. You enablers. You enablers. Yes, let me pin it on the screen. This is our code. Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. We must go home. We must. We know the beg. It's either you call it Biafra Mass Exodus 2024 or you call it Biafra must exit 2024. The same thing. We must support our Biafra government. We must go home. Biafra is our home. We must restore Biafra. Biafra is now or now. Go and support. Go and register. Go and fight for your freedom. Go and defend your land. Let me see. Topic. I care about the topic. We must. Let's bring our information minister live program. So, and the live program will be playing. Hold on 1 second. If you are hearing it, you let me know. Hold on. Hold on. Let me be sure. Let me be sure. I want to be sure. Keep sharing, keep sharing. Thank you. We must. I na. I had told you. Onye wasi ni ada raja do atojo ni ama ebe di edina. I had atojo. Ina atojo na you sabi. Ina atojo, you are scared. You are going home. You are scared from the airport. Anya gina me chan because you are scared. From the airport, some of you follow where abumonyi Igbo. Ahụrụ one woman ndara gathering of vulture. Ndị na-eme Igbo women something. What stop you from calling it Biafra women? What stop you if you are in such group and you are listening to me? Exit yourself from that group. You are in a group to go and relieve Mkporomade 5. You want to relieve, I want to go to Abakiriki and relieve some people who are hospitalized, who are sick, who are this. The same thing, you are looking for a way to help 5 people instead of helping everybody. What's the difference? Okay, why are you not calling it what is it? You are scared. You don't want to go to Nigeria and they buy you. But you are going to Nigeria, you are looking for security. You are not moving freely. Are you for real? Are you for real? Why are you moving around with security? You are scared of calling. Can Yoruba group call themselves Lagos group instead of Yoruba? No, that is what you want to start behaving. The identity crisis. So one Neka, your sister that is answering in Neka in data is from where? Obonya Usa. from Akwa Ibom is Hausa or Yoruba, Fulani or Yoruba. Divide and rule. You must stop it now. Share it, as you are sharing it, share it to all those pages, WhatsApp pages. Share it to them. Mad people everywhere. Instead of you to come and support what we are doing, you want to be in group and group. Nke a bụ ndị Igbo in Finland, ndị Igbo in Abakaliki, ndị Igbo in Texas, ndị Igbo in Chicago. I went to African Day. Iru ebe ahụ ịhụ Tanzania, ịhụ obodo dị iche iche, even zoo ahụ dị mma, because they are divided. I was watching ka ahụ ndị dị proud of Nigeria. I was watching that. I was going around scavenging for them. Can meet here face to face. Because once you touch me, you go in. I was ready. I was ready. I didn't use this my Biafra flag. Just for one thing. Ganant, Biafra must exit 2024. I want to be sure. Thank you for sharing. Keep sharing. I want to be sure. We must. Let me see. Okay. Let me bring in this one. The first one. Biafra, we heard him.
Okay. Thank you. Thank thank you. God bless you. How are you doing today? Thank you. Thank
tyranny,
Thank you.
ethnic bigotry,
Thank you.
and anything that stands against freedom. They are looking.
Thank you, dear friends. Um, I want to let you know that I am going to do this for just 2 hours because of my. I hope you are hearing me. If you are hearing me, please give me a thumb up. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful gift. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. I see you. I see you. Good morning. Thank you. I'm on the other side. I will see you. I will hear you. I will talk to you later. So, Biafrans, listen. Once this stop, I will stop it. Remember, I am not the one stopping anything I'm doing. Sometimes they will bring it down, even in TikTok, even in X. They always bring us down. They always stop what we are doing. And some people, because you have my number, does not mean I stop it. Does not mean I'm the one that stop it. That's why I give a break for you listening. Thank you, thank you. For you listening and um watching. Don't think that I'm the one in charge, that I stop it abruptly without telling you goodbye. No, please. I'm sorry. For a few days ago, some people thought because they are playing music I stopped it. They were mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If you are offended, please bear with me. And I am in school. I don't have much time to be sitting down to be doing things that like before for 5 hours or 10 hours. No, please. I have other things to that is keeping me busy. So I can only restream when I have time. And bear with me, please. I know it's difficult. Many people want to hear it. That's why I encourage everybody to share it. The little you hear, share it. Once they stop the Twitter or the TikTok or the Instagram, it's not me. Some 90% is not me. Before you see me stop it, I will say, okay, thank you, Biafra. Okay, it's okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to go. I used to say it, please. Don't be offended when it stopped abruptly or without a goodbye address from me or from even people on Twitter or anywhere. Take it the way it is. And sometimes I might not be sitting here to tell you. Sometimes my computer will shut down by himself. Before I will bring it up, I will say, okay, so be it. So bear with me. For people fighting Ada Biafra from Chicago, you know I love you so much. You know you are the best. You know I can't say thank you enough. For people that sat at home, ooh, boza, boza, boza for you guys. Thank you, Mr. Best. You are the best indeed. Thank you for that wonderful thing. For our gallant men on ground, you are the best. You are the best, even because even with all the money you contributed or donated or granite, one if you don't have men on ground to handle the granite, mpu ataya, mpu ataya. You understand? If you understand me, say yes. Thank you for that wonderful gift. Biafrans, let's go. I want to bring our information minister. Yes, I want to bring our information minister on board right now. So relax, drink water, uh, pay attention, grab something. This guy is awesome. It's not only him. I think our bridge government, all of them. Huh? Hey, Okike, thank you for making me to be alive in this time of freedom. Hey, I can't imagine myself being alive to witness this. Many have gone. Give glory to God. It is not by your alarm. Some people, their alarm is on, but they have gone. Eh? So Sit down, bring your water, your granite, and enjoy these wonderful people. God bless you. I will be reading my book, but I will take my laptop somewhere. But I will be listening. God bless you. God bless you, Biafrans. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go there.
For funds, they are looking for guns and ammunition to fight the enemies that are coming to cut the heads of their babies, women, and children. Sudan, Ethiopia, and many other countries, we can also see that they are bleeding. We can see Kenyan youth rising up to pick their freedom in their own hands. It is not going to be given to you on a platter of gold. That is why we sing praises to the courageous youth of Kenya for standing their ground and understanding what freedom is all about. Unlike the docility in the brains and minds of the youth they call Nigeria, while Kenyan youth have stood their ground to make a voice, Nigerian youth are yearning for when BB Niger next episode will start and when Golda Guinness Book of Record will start and when the next BBL show will start and when Davido and P Square and Yang and the rest of them will be showcasing them the new music. Even those that have sung music and they are dead and gone, Nigerian youth are waiting to hear another music from them in the graves, while their future have been taken away. They are there singing. You could imagine when Davido was doing marriage ceremony. Look at how they were collecting strokes of cane just to go in to see Davido, spreading his money. And many of them could not afford tea to drink, but they could afford a stroke of cane just to go and see Davido. Their future has been bastardized to the extent that they can yearn for anything just to have a living. So, if you are a financial contributor, a financial liberator to this very liberation, to this very government under the leadership of our Prime Minister, kudos to you and clap for yourself because you've written your names in gold. When Biafra is restored, you will understand what you did. Your ID card will speak for you. The preference that you will have in Biafra will speak for you. And you will understand that what you did was not in vain. Continue doing more. We need more of you. And everything that every Biafran in any country can do for the Biafran government now is to see how much money they can raise in their countries of residence and how much they can bring back to the government of Brgie. We don't care about any other thing now than funds, finance, and anything that will make us to have more money in the Biafran treasury so that we can use to acquire more weapons to kill every terrorist that are coming our way as we ride on to the Biafra Mass Exodus 2024 come December 2nd. So we salute every Biafran that are making their effort for us to have $1, $2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to thousands of dollars. Please continue to do more and bring more in. Yes, we are very happy again that we have the good guy as our prime minister. It is because of this man alone that one Nigeria is shaking today, looking for how they will talk to him. Let me explain something here. That you see all these criminal politicians rising up, talking, deceiving themselves from this radio, from this television, to this end and to that end. It is not about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is about stopping Simon Ekpa. Because Simon Ekpa has made them to become useless after they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not about releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You guys should get this straight. It is about getting Simon Ekpa to stop whatever he is doing because they are afraid that through Simon Ekpa, Biafra is coming, that even as they have kidnapped Mazin Namdekanu and held him hostage, that their kidnap of Mazin Namdekanu has become very useless. They have come to see that there is a new sheriff in town. And they are like regretting, oh, we made a mistake of kidnapping the wrong guy. The main guy we should have gone to kidnap should have been Simon Ekpa. How come we did not see him in the spotlight? How come we actually went for the shadow? Because they are announcing Martin Namdekanu as the shadow. While the main person that projected the shadow now is here now giving them the fire. How many of you will ever believe that Eyin Nanya Abaribe, the person that said, I signed Shoti for Martin Namdekanu to be released? How many of you will believe that today in 2023 of our time, that this is the same person that will be asking for the head of Mazi Simon Ekpa? Why? Because of Mazi Simon Ekpa asking for the release of the same Mazi Namdekanu, which he claimed to have stood shorty for to come out. You know, Nigerian government makes their system in a very volatile way, in such a way that they will put you in one chance. And then they will come back to say, I am giving you this option. On what ground do you need to have somebody to sign as a guarantor for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be out? What was his crime? Somebody committed no crime, and then you say somebody must come and stand as a guarantor for him to come out. This is the system they set. So it is an arrangement that they did, that they will now put him under that condition as at 2017, so that all of you now will say, oh, Southeast governors have done you. Southeast governors, they played the game. They did well. It is because of Mazi Simon Ekpa that you see all these criminals standing up, making noise everywhere now. Is it not the same people that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That's the first question you should ask yourself. Is it not the same people that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
TikTok ha niile anyụọ. Ọ gịnị bụ ihe nke a? Biko na ekwensu ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma.
Who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who made the plans? Who rounded him up? Who planned it out? Are they not the same people? They did it. They played the games just to please the Fulanis so that Biafra would not come.
Who removed it? What happened now?
When they saw what Nigeria
These are
and Britain
people.
brought Obi after they had made a successful kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that we will not use one stone to kill many birds in the presence of 2023 election. They say they must kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As they finish kidnapping him now, a new sheriff came out in town. Oh, they had to go back to the back door again and re-strategize and think of what to do to also buy the minds of Biafrans. They brought Obi. Obi was called upon in 10 Downing Street, all the way in where? In UK. Overnight, oh, he came back. He became PDP. He then became the very Labour Party presidential candidate. And all of you now decam and left Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and went for the option that Britain gave you. That's why I said Britain, what Nigeria has created a system in a volatile way, so that when they now put you in one chance, you will have no option. You will be running at that skelter. You'll be thinking, oh, will this one work? Oh, where am I? Where am I supposed to go? Let me go here. They now toss you about like a pendulum bulb you will be the one to be seeking for balance and equilibrium, and you wouldn't even know how you will be able to determine your equilibrium. So wherever they throw you to, you are just swinging like that to point A, B, point A, B. You're going left, right, and center. Who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And what was the essence and the reason that you kidnapped him in the first place? And then now you guys have seen that kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a new sheriff in town came out. Mazi Simon Ekpa said, no, it is not business as usual. We've gone a long way and we cannot continue to do the same thing with the same strategies over and over again, and then we expect a result that will be different. No. Because when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before, arrested him, beat him up, locked him up, women urinated on him, they poured spit on him in front of Onwazirike. All of you just kept quiet and locked up and waited until the day we saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again. And 3 years passed. After 3 years passed, when we saw him again, that was when the hope of Biafra agitation rejuvenated again. So when they now said, let us go with the same train again in 2021, they said, let us kidnap him again. Now that we have 2023 elections and he's talking too much. And now the wave of Biafrans have reignited in such a way that their legions have increased. If we don't do something, these people may truncate this election, because it is not the same brain of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we had in 2015 that we are still having now in 2021. They said, let's kidnap him. That's a very good option. Okay, after kidnapping him, you now saw a different face. The prime minister showed you people a different face. And now you are crying everywhere. You kidnap him, yet you keep him inside detention. Every time you come out, you make noise, I'm going to release him, I'm going to release him. And you go back to go and plan of how to come and kidnap Simon Ekpa. Over 5 times, people have planned how to send suicide bombers to come and kill him in Finland. And all to no avail, because he's fighting a just cause and the God of Biafra is protecting him. The God of Biafrans that you have massacred in Yamufu in this our own time, in Uli, in Uyala, in Umutanze, in Uwamama, in Obibo, in Mpo, in Izombe. Where will you be counting that these people have massacred people that you would not see a Biafran paying the highest of prices? Our own case need not be like what is happening in the far north. We have to cut the virus off from Biafra land before it gets to any point. So kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was very easy for the senators and the governors and the ministers of Biafra land. And so have we made his kidnap now to them to become useless and difficult for them to breathe and for them to sleep. And that is why they are smoking themselves out from wherever they are. It is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you see these people coming out. No, they are not coming out for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are not coming out for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are coming out for Mazi Simon Ekpa, because that is the man that has been giving them koboko on their oblokos. That is the man that has been giving them smoke every night, every now and then. Many of them, governors and senators and ministers, they are not sleeping in Biafra land, and they are not governing the states which they purportedly work for under the auspices of One Nigeria from Biafra land. They are all ruling those states from exile, because we have made Biafra land unbearable for them. So when you see them coming out to make noise on the media, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no, it is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is Simon Ekpa, the good guy, the prime minister. That is the person that they are coming out for. They're not, forget what you see them. We want to do this. We want to do that. It is foul. It is fake. It is lie upon lie. Every discussions behind the scene, whenever they meet, is about How do we stop what Simon Ekpa is doing? How do we get the government of Finland? How do we get the EU government? How do we get the German government? How do we get these emissaries? How do we get this one? How do we get another suicide bomber to go and kill him? Because he has become a thorn in our flesh. How do we bring him down? How do we kill Simon Ekpa? How do we get somebody that can convince him? How do we get someone that can poison him? How do we get someone that can make him to bow down to what we say? And that one said no. They have promised him heaven and earth that is available in Nigeria. He said no. The same way they had promised Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2015 and 17. That is the same way that they have promised your prime minister in this very time that he is the prime minister now, giving woto to all these terrorist slave boys you call senators and governors and ministers of one Nigeria in Biafra land. Now, here comes the question. When Sowore was released, did any of you hear any showy display of noise-making deceit in the media from the senators of Yoruba land? Did any of you hear of any showy display of deceit from the elders, religious leaders, traditional rulers, the ministers, the governors, and senators of Yoruba land? Did you hear of anything? Did you hear of any showy display of deceit to the release of Sowore? Please, if any of you had, kindly indicate, let us know, because we did not hear of it. We only sat down and then we saw that every cases against Sowore has been withdrawn by the federal government using the veto power of the president-in-chief of one Nigeria. That was the only communication, and then we saw Sowore walk away a free man. The next thing is that Sowore buy ticket, go America, see his family, and now he's a free man. He can talk from anywhere, do whatever he wants to do. Sunday Igboho, did you people hear of any showy display from the media that the senators of Yoruba, the ministers, the governors, the traditional rulers, the pastors and bishops, that they were making showy display of deceit of utterances on the media that they are going to release on the Upu? Did you see all those dramas on the media? No, we did not see. The Nigerian Television Authority did not broadcast any. You did not see them publicize any. You did not see them write anything. You did not see them put anything anywhere. We only saw official communique to the release of Sunday Igboho. And Sunday Igboho came down to bury his own, and the same one Nigeria. But when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's parents, of whom one Nigeria killed, were to be buried, they could not allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to walk down there because they will pick him up to go and finish the unfinished business of kidnap that they had not finished before. Do you understand the point? Now, when Wandume, a terrorist kingpin that has killed on countless numbers of people, raped mothers, raped children, cut off heads of babies, children, women, and men. When Wandume that has ravaged communities and desolated everything, when he was released, did you hear of any communique or publicity anywhere? No. You did not hear any showy display like you saw what the senators of Igbo land are doing, or the Southeast, or the governors or ministers are doing today, using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to play games of politics because of the mess that they have committed and found themselves in it. You did not see any of the senators tell you whatever truth that they signed behind the scene to see that Wandume, the terrorist, was released. And Wandume is working a free man today. Is it Abba Kyari, the super cop terrorist drug lord, that the American government said they need him to come and answer cases in America? Nigerian government says over their dead body can they release their own super cop Fulani terrorists for you? Is their own, is working for their own interests. Whatever crimes he committed, they have absorbed him of the crimes because he is their own. Did any of you see communiques from even the presidency or the senators or the ministers or governors or traditional rulers or anybody coming to tell you these are the details of what led to what and how the Super Cup terrorist drug lord is released? He is a free man now. Is it the Boko Haram terrorists that every day they are recruited back into the army? Who have told you how their recruitment and conditions and terms and objectives implies? Who have told you? Has any senator or has any House of Representative member, has any governor or minister or traditional ruler or uh, religious or pastor leader or what nonsense they call themselves, all of them there, that are part and parcel of that Southeast nonsense meeting that they had? Have you seen any of those people from the north coming to tell you the proxies behind and how the terrorists are brought back into the army? Who told you and who explained to you? Who told you and who explained anything to you? Okay, on daily basis, more terrorists are released and sent back into the system. Are you being communicated to? Are you being told? Now, do you know the numbers that are reintegrated into the police barracks that are in your own community? Do you know the ones that are in the Navy barracks, in the Air Force barracks, in the Army barracks, in the Civil Defense? Or even those that are in the State Secretariat and the Federal Secretariat in your own state where you are in now in one Nigeria? Who has given you the communique? You see, all these things are things you need to come to understand first and then ask yourself the question. Igbo criminal Fulani slave boys, politicians, senators and governors and ministers and religious leaders that all partake in that meeting where they will plan where they will be planning the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and a possible kidnap of Mazi Simon Ekpa and a suicide bomb that will go and kill him. When you people sit down to plan of how to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how to kidnap Simon Ekpa and how to kill him, do you come to the media to make this showy display of announcement and this deceit that this is what you are planning and this is how you are planning the kidnap and this is how you rounded him up? Did you people come to the media to tell us the people in IPOB that were working closely with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we should use as a sidetrack to be able to harness the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Did you people come out to tell us that you gave money to certain numbers of persons and some of them that are in Kenya were also contracted to play a role, while the lawyers that are supposed to have been a good confidant to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also played a role? The eye of one Nigeria in IPOB, a Joffa. Did you people come out to come and explain to the public that this is how you people herald everything that happened before you made it happen? So why coming to the media to make noise? You want to receive Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A shame. Senators of the Fulani sect are doing wonders in Nigeria, getting whatever they want for their Fulani terrorists in the bushes, acquiring weapons for them to mount guard on the resources that are being mined in Sambisa forest and Samfara, all the golds, every hard minerals that are making money for them. And you are here coming out to make noise, shouting nonsense, because you have worked so hard to see that you kill Simon Ekpa, you get him, you cannot. Now you're coming to the media and make noise. Oh, I want to ask Biafrans one question. Is it the same senators and the ministers and the governors, the terrorist slave boys that came out to make noise? Are they the same people that are deploying army, police, navy, and air force to come into Biafra land as we speak now? Is it the same governors? Is it the same senators? Is it the same ministers? No, ask yourself the question. So that when you sit back to be thinking of how you should be treating these evil people, you will decide on your own the best way to deal with them. That is why when we had the non-entity called Iberibe talking nonsense, Iberibe is already giving you conditions of what should be given to Mazin Namdekan. Hey! Hello, Mero. Hello, Mero. In broad daylight. Iberibe Yinanya is giving you. Oh my God. Iberibe Yinanya is giving you conditions and say this is what federal government should tell Mazin Namdekan that he should go with these conditions. You see, Iberibe has now become the spokesman for one Nigeria Fulani terrorist. You know, before it was Malami that was the spokesman of one Nigerian terrorist council. Now it is Iberibe that is now their spokesman. He has come to speak for them. Nonsense. Other regions, their elders are making sure they defend the existence of their children. In our own end, we are seeing that our own elders are actually the people coming together to proscribe us and call us terrorists. And they also proscribe themselves indirectly without knowing that, as they are saying IPOB, that they themselves are also IPOB. They are also indigenous people of Biafra. Other leaders are mounting guards for their own children, while we have these ones that are actually the ones digging our graves. They are the ones bringing the terrorists that are ravaging our lands as we speak. The terrorists that we engage on daily basis, the war that we are fighting that is ongoing, the war that is making the prime minister to be sleepless, the war that is making our able commanders on ground to be sleepless and to be on watch 247. Who are bringing the terrorists? It is not federal government of Nigeria. It is the governors, the same governors and the same ministers and the same senators that you saw coming out to shout and tell you, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. So you should understand that they are not coming out because of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. They are coming out because there is a prime minister that has refused to allow them to kill all Biafrans. There is a prime minister that has set up a government to actualize Biafra. So they now see that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu that they kidnapped has become useless for them. Now we have a bigger fight to look after. Just like that journalist in, is it TVC or Channels Television? He said, there is one thing we are trying to ignore here. Oh." He said, this Simon Ekpa, it seems like a bigger threat that should not be ignored. Because this IPOB Nigeria, they used to talk about only one day sit at home on the 30th of May. But this Simon Ekpa is saying his government must make it 3 days, 29, 30, 31st. He said this Simon Ekpa is not something we should just ignore because it's a bigger threat than the IPOB Nigeria. He is not just Simon Ekpa. He represents the government of the Biafran people. That is one thing you need to understand. When you're dealing with mere individuals and mere organization is different. But when you're dealing with a government that has a sole legitimacy of destroying the terrorists that are coming, defending the integrity of motherland, you should understand that the game has changed. So we want all Biafrans to understand one thing, that you should ignore whatever the governors, the senators, the ministers are saying, traditional rulers, and whatever the pastors or religious nonsense people there that are part, any of you that is part and parcel of the Southeast Governors Meeting Council of nonsense, that they are planning how to kill Prime Minister, and they are planning how to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are planning how to kill Biafrans, and they are planning how to bring more terrorists to come and kill Biafrans. You are all terrorists. Terrorist advisors, terrorist enablers, you are all terrorists. We count you all as one. And when we catch you, we will treat you same, the way we treat the terrorists in uniform, the foot soldiers that come to kill our babies and to cut off heads and to cut our women into two. Let me remind us of something. When you heard of the Declaration of Biafra in 1967, many blamed Ojukwu. Many blamed Ojukwu. Even many of his key men that were part of his cabinet. That is why I will not be surprised if such things are happening today in the present government of my prime minister. No, I'm not surprised. Because it is not everybody that follows you into the bush that will agree with you to the end. There are some people that will turn back, carry the same weapon that you guys went into the bush together, and decide to use it to shoot you and turn you to the antelope. I am not surprised because I have had time to read through some books of the key and principal men that were in the inner caucus of Ojuku's cabinet. I mean, when Biafra was declared in 67. Now, listen to something like this. Do you know what it means that they cut off pregnant women into two in 1966 and 67? And then they cut off heads of Biafrans, both women and children. And then they loaded their heads in the, the train that came all the way from the north. And they loaded that train and they sent it down to Enugu as a gift to Ojukwu as the governor of the East. Do you people understand what that means? That they kill your people in the north, they now presented them as gifts. They chopped them into pieces. They packed their heads and put their heads in the train, and then they sent them as gifts to the governor of the East, the old Eastern region. Now tell me, if nothing would have made you to take your stand and to tell the zoo that you and I will determine our fate in the battlefield in a couple of days, tell me what wouldn't have made you to be convinced to declare a war that we must fight to defend ourselves. Because you have already seen death. You have already seen that your people have been butchered. So tell me why I would not say this war, we must fight it. We must defend ourselves to the last man standing. It is better we fight with everything we have than to continue to watch our babies and children and women and men. Pregnant women were cut into two, just like you see that it happens today in the present day of one Nigeria of 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021. Nothing is different. I am telling you that nothing is different. Many of you may not have time to read some first-hand stories of those that were part and saw what happened before our general decided to declare Biafra. We declared Biafra so that we can be able to defend ourselves. If we did not declare Biafra, we would have still been butchered, because the bodies and the heads, the lifeless heads of our brothers and sisters were already cut to pieces, and they loaded them in the train and they sent them to us as gifts in Enugu. When a train landed from the railway, and then you walk down to the railway and saw the bus stop or the train last stop, you went down there, and then you opened the train, and then all you could see was lifeless heads of Biafrans that have been cut to pieces in the Far North, and they send them as what? They send them as a gift to the governor of the East. So explain to me why you will not fight to the last man standing. Explain to me why you will not declare Biafra even that very night. That very night. So when you have these idiotic elements, these foolish and betrayers that their sect have not expired in this very generation, calling themselves governors and senators and ministers, aiding and abetting the killings and the genocide and the slaughter of their own babies and children and women and men. How will you describe them in this present age? Who says my prime minister should not stand his ground? Who says my prime minister should not be brutal? Who says my prime minister should not increase the Woto lifeline? Who says he should not use the highest barrel? Who says he should not explore every cylinder to destroy these people? They know born you well. They know born you well. Tell these idiotic governors, senators, and ministers, if they want to continue to breathe, they should even stop coming out to talk nonsense. Because Biafran people have a government, and they are not, the governors and senators and ministers of one Nigeria, they are not speaking for Biafran people. And by the time they continue doing this nonsense, coming to talk and to deceive the gullibles and to distract and to distort these people that are supposed to listen to the wave of the Biafra liberation and start putting their mind in one chance, Biafran government will give them a different message. Biafran people, desist from whatever these people are saying, and no media personnel, as far as you are loyal to this Biafran government, and you say that you are working for the interests of this Biafran government, do not analyze, do not expose, do not correct, and do not say anything in order to say this is how it should have been, or this is what they meant to, or this is what they did not mean, to any press release from the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not try to say I'm exposing or I am using the video for this analysis or that. Do not go and interpret anything. The best you can do is, if you just want Biafrans to hear what they are saying, play the video and then shut the channel. Don't start to analyze it. Any press release that the legal team have brought out on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can talk about these many senators and governors and ministers. But anything that has to do with the press release of the legal team on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they say it wrongly or good or bad or they turn one thing upside down. Just play the video like that and then leave it. Share it. Invariably, if you cannot stand what they are saying, do not even listen to it. Walk past it. Allow them to do their work. Don't add and don't minus and don't correct them. Focus on the Biafran liberation template set out by the Prime Minister and his government. The voting continues. Go and vote. Go and get your Biafra ID card.
Organization in Nigeria, but not a terrorist political offense exception, which protects self-determination. Self-determination is not regarded as a crime in any nation of the world, including Nigeria, under Article 20 of Nigerian law. That's the African Charter, Article 20. Now, Kenya has a companion law. United Nations has a companion law. So when you take anybody to any court in any country in the world, and you tell that court, I want him in my country because he wants Biafra, they will tell you to go to hell. You're a kidnapper extraordinary, whether you are government or not. You are a rogue. You should not try anybody in court for wanting to not to belong, for wanting a separate nation. That's how Nigeria was founded, for God's sake, in 1960. Is it not? It's self-determination. That was how Midwest region was created in 1963. Is it not? That's how Nigeria lost Southern Cameroons to Cameroon. Is it not? It's either called referendum or plebiscite. And that's how Nigeria gained Adamawa, the former Southern province of Cameroons, into northern Nigeria. So why should that of Biafra be different? It's only a crime in Nigeria. IPOB is only a terrorist organization in Nigeria, but not a terrorist organization all over the world. That needs to tell you folks something. That is why Nigeria dodged and went by night, ambushed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and kidnapped him. We cannot take a government to criminal court and jail a government, but we can call a government to answer to the civil courts of this country. There are courts in this country. So Nigerian government must answer to this court. Like I argued before the court, upon what document did you arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? And upon what document did you bring him to Nigeria? Until they have answered that question, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains a person that was kidnapped by state action, by the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that will not stand in law and in fact. Thank you.
Ordinarily, we would have started analyzing the point by point in the video of our legal team. Do you know why I played it? Do not analyze anything. Yes. You play it like that, Biafrans listen, you leave it there because you want them to listen. This is not time to dwell in what the legal team are saying or to analyze or to expose anything. Now, have you gone for your ID card? And have you also gone to stake USBT? Now, there is a Telegram channel where some good Biafrans that are so used and so inclined in the crypto lecture are educating you on how you can be able to subscribe to the USBT in the Biafra, in the bank of Biafra.org. You have to be there, be on Telegram so that you can join the group, so that you can be learning. They educate people and explain things to them every Monday by 8 p.m. Biafran time. And I happen to have jumped in there this evening before coming here. And it was awesome. Yes, you get to learn a lot. Go and learn and start staking your Biafran coin. We want the Biafran coin to skyrocket and to have a name and to go very far before the Biafra Mass Exodus 2024 come December. Now, we also need to be hearing testimonies from Biafrans who have applied for their Biafra asylum wherever they are domiciled. That is why I posted one of the testimonies out, so that Biafrans will know that the Biafran government in exile foreign affairs ministries are doing their work viably. Yes, that was a Biafran who had applied for asylum. This person has been in the UK for a long time, but with the inception of the Biafran government in exile, she applied again, and then they asked her, go and bring your Biafra ID card authentication. And then she presented the application details that she has done through the Biafra database system. So with the Biafra database system and the Jumio authentication that you did, the Biafra identity card has been able to speak for you internationally. The Biafra identity card has spoken for you internationally, even when Biafra has not been restored. How will you be known that you are a Biafran by birth? It is through the Biafran ID card. If I seek asylum in any country now, and then I am presenting the zoo passport, the country of my residence need to be sure if I am amongst that part of the Fulani terrorists, or if I am amongst the parts that are being bastardized, killed on daily basis. So when you come up as a Biafran with your identity, your case makes easy. If we did not have a Biafran government in exile, would that be possible? You must have a government that can speak for you and stand for you before you can now have a database. The database system of Biafra, the Biafra Security Administration, has become security for the Biafran people now. So we want to be hearing this testimony. If you cannot post your testimonies, when you have applied for your asylum, with the aid of the Biafran government in exile through the Foreign Affairs Department, send me your proof and progress when your process is accepted and your asylum is granted. We want to be publishing it so that Biafrans will know how far these governments are going and the difference that we are making. And you all must remember that you have a mandate as a Biafran. Even as they give you asylum in that country, it is just for a time. You will not live there and die there. You must fight for your own freedom and get back home to develop your own nation. So, in proxy, as you get your stay where you are, what you should now do is to get back and continue to support your freedom financially so that the government will have enough sophisticated weapons to fight the terrorists, to defend motherland, and to restore Biafra. Very, very important. Continue casting your vote. But what we need now more and more is your finance. No government can function without finance. No government can develop without finance. No government can protect their people and be able to get the system void of criminality, terrorism, and crimes, corruption, without finance being pumped into the security architecture. The database system of Biafra is the root of being able to spotlight every act of criminalities and terrorism and corruption that will want to come out from Biafra. And we're starting it now, even before we go back to motherland. I salute all Biafrans. I see some hands up there. So if you want to speak, you grab the mic. Anasta, Biafra champion Buffalo, over to you, please. And if there is anyone that is available for co-host, you can indicate so that I can give you the co-host. But this space will not last for too long. I have passed the message already. The big message is that it is only the Prime Minister that speaks for the Biafran people, and he has given a condition to One Nigeria on how we want to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We want to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu delivered to our Prime Minister in Helsinki and the Biafran government house. Then the Prime Minister will speak to Biafrans again on the next steps. Apart from that, nobody speaks for or in favor of any Biafran that is held captive or incarcerated by any government of any country, starting from the highest of countries to the lowest, based on how they will rate them when they have stolen their natural resources and then turn them to puppets. I salute all Biafrans. Anasta, are you there? Okay. Comrade Udeka Emmanuel, over to you. Comrade Udeka Emmanuel,
Hello, good
over to you.
evening.
Good evening
Hello, I'm
from
here.
you.
I'm here. Yeah, good evening, Minister of Communication. I salute you, sir. Fellow Biafrans, once again, I greet all of you. In a more special way, I want to salute the good man, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Joko Ekpa, for the great work he's doing. Just like the minister has spoken, the Biafran agitation has gone beyond the side talk of the Nigerian politicians. If you can remember vividly, in September 2017, the Southeast governors gathered together in Enugu. Rocha Sokocha was there. Ibazu was also there. Ugwuanyi was there. Dave Umahi was then their chairman. And they gathered together and proscribed Biafra. They proscribed IPOB. You know, they called us terrorists. You know, Buhari relied on that and called us terrorists. Thank God for the judgment of 2023, where the High Court said that self-determination is not terrorism, that we have the right to determine where we want to belong to. So I want to assure each and every one of us in this space and all those in the struggle that self-determination is not a crime. It is only a crime in the terrorist country called Nigeria. And so therefore, we will continue to support this movement. We will continue to abide and follow the rules and support the Prime Minister in the good job he is doing. Biafra must come to pass. Our freedom must come to pass by all means. Instead of it not to come to pass, heaven and earth will pass away. But Biafra must surely come to pass. So I appreciate the leadership of our Prime Minister and all his cabinet. You guys are doing a wonderful job. And we are not going to relent. With our last blood, the last drop of our blood, we must fight for our freedom. They cannot stop us. They stopped our fathers, but they will not stop the present generation. They can never stop this freedom, the movement, the freedom we are fighting. We must succeed. And God being on our side, nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us because we are determined. And so therefore, the cowards, the politicians, they can be cowards, they can be ranting up and down. You cannot proscribe Biafran and you are still begging the government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Meanwhile, you are the cause of his incarceration. You called your own people terrorists. In 2017, you called us terrorists. You proscribed IPOB, which led to the extradition In fact, whatever that is going on in the Southeast is because of our political allies, because of their selfish interest. But the good man has come to restore Biafra. And by God's grace, this year, December, Biafra will be declared. And we will get to that promised land. We will never turn back until Biafra is restored. Thank you very much, the Prime Minister. Thank you very much, Minister. God bless you.
Thank you, Machineke. Christopher, over to you.
Yeah, good day from here. Minister Mazi Aparawa, thank you so much for this space. Where I am, it's about 12 a.m. Biafra time, and it's almost 1 a.m. here. But many of us, we cannot just go to sleep when our house is on fire or houses are on fire. Just for the sake of education, before I proceed, His Excellency Mazi Samonepa, we recognize you. We love you like we stand with you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please stay strong for us. I greet everybody here, the speakers, all the ministers, Biafrans here, those who have come to spy on us, one miserable Nigerians, and some other gullible people. I hope you will learn here. Mazi Sonny, do you mind if I engage you for a few seconds? Just some questions.
Yes, sir, right on.
Thank you. Just like most of us here, you are on exile. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you are in an African nation. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
The nation where you currently reside or you're in exile, is it an independent and a sovereign nation?
Yeah.
Please, can you tell the House what is the population of that nation where you live now? What is the number? What is the population of your current sovereign nation?
Yeah, let me confirm the actual population, because this country, they are not too much. People will be shocked when they will hear the population of this country. The population of this country is about 593,000. Did you hear thousand? 593,000 as a 2022 live census that was conducted.
Thank you so much, sir. In this place you are the people happy?
The people are happy, even as they are living with the low GDP and with the system that they have. They are happy because they are the ones deciding their fate for themselves.
Thank you so much. And these people, all majority of them, would you say that they have what we call human dignity as members of that nation, as indigenous, as citizens of that nation?
In this very country that we are, you don't brutalize somebody like you see that one Nigeria police do. And this very country that we are, they have database system as small as they are. When you enter this country, the first thing you must get is the social identity number. So it's like you are in Lagos, you move from Lagos, you come down to Enugu, you come to process your birth certificate. They will only put the social identification number in the system, and then it will show all your information that you had registered in Lagos. They don't need to carry phone and call Lagos for you, because the information is already in the system. It's just to click it from computer from one side of the office and one part of the country. They have everything that you want to think of based on the capacity their country are able to afford it.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I will end. This is gonna be my last question. The place where you there now, do you have them, thousands of them, hundreds, millions running out in the name of Japa to other countries?
If there is one place in Africa, where the people are proud of even their poor states, that They are proud of themselves, and they don't want you to be telling them that their country is not good. It is this country they call Cape Verde. Canadians will be in America, they will be in Europe. After like 2-3 years, they will run back to come back to their country. They only go there to work for some time, and then they run back to come back, and they will be telling you, Cabo Verde, Sasabi, that is, Cabo Verde is too good, that there is no place like their home, that it is the best place, that is sweet, that America is not as sweet as their home, because in their home, they can do anything they want to do. They have freedom of speech, they have freedom of movement, they have freedom to do whatever they want to do. They can walk around and do whatever. They go to the beach, take their baths, soak themselves in the beach, drink whatever they want to drink, do what they want to do without anybody stopping them. So they are more than proud of living with, even if they are eating one time in a day in this their country, they are proud that they can stay here and then survive like that, than for you to come and enslave them and say they must be in America or Europe. These are people that are poor, but yet they are proud of themselves. I tell you something, during pandemic, it is the foreigners here, most especially the African foreigners here in this country, that were the breadwinners to the indigents in this country. These people were coming to knock on our doors for them to get food to eat. The Europeans and the Americans and the UKs and the Russians and the Asians that were here, many of them, they went back to their country. But we now that are Africans like them, where will we run to? Because it's like you're moving from fry pan to fire, where everything in one Nigeria is upside down. So you have to stay where you are and make do with what you have. So you now became a breadwinner to the indigents of Cabo Verde. They were coming to beg you food to eat. And yet, these are the same people that will tell you that they are proud of their country, even as poor as they are. You will hear them say it from their mouth, boldly. Thank you, Wachineke.
Mazi Sonia, I apologize. That was not my last question. That was the question before the last question. The last question is this. I know that where you currently reside, that nation, that independent nation where people are happy and they're happy with what they have, everybody is satisfied. I know that country is borders or shares borders with some countries like Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, to mention but a few. Do you have invaders from these neighboring countries coming to rape people in where you currently live and slaughter them?
No, my minister, Christopher. And let me also explain as well that this is the slave coast where the Portuguese, the English, the Spanish, the Japanese, the Germans were using as interceptory points, where they will bring my fathers and my brothers and my sisters from Ghana, Gambia, Nigeria, Cameroon, Togo, Guinea, everybody that they bring from every African country. This is where they kept them. They now started doing what? Sharing the business. It is here they kept us as the slaves in the dock. They kept us here, and then they will now decide how many of the slaves are to be sent to UK, how many are to be sent to Spain, how many are to be sent to Belgium, how many are to be sent to America, how many are to be sent to Germany. This is where the business was ongoing. But today, this is the place that it is crime-free, because they have decided to make sure that they don't allow terrorists to become the father of the day. So they make their own life to be simple. I'm not saying that this place is very good, though, but we are talking of how a country or nation should put the lives and security of their people first. Let me also say something about. I talked about the population, 590 something thousand, as at last census of 2022. Now, do you know that this country, as small as they are, that they have standby electricity. And then the electricity that we have is well subsidized. And you have water network that they install the meters in your houses and the electric meters. All you have to do is to sit down, consume your electricity, and then at the end of the month, the bill will come to your doorstep. You collect the bill, you go to the office and pay your bill, or you go to the bank and pay, or you set it up automatic on your bank or maybe your company accountant, and then everything will be going out automatically every month according to the bills that comes for you. And then internet. If you want internet in your house, the LAN cable, you can install it in your house. You pay whatever based on the plan that you pick at the end of the month. If you want the one that you use only on your phone on the prepaid package, you do it. They have put the interest of their people first to see that even as things are hard, they make it to be in a minimal way that their people can afford and be able to go with. But what is happening in one Nigeria? Now, this country, let me come back again. The only natural resources that is serving them as a means of economy in this country is the fish and the salt and this water, this Atlantic Ocean, which the tourists comes here to make do with the tourist views that they have here. Tell me, what are the tourist views that they have here? There are no greenish plantations here. It is to come and see salt. Tourists will come and see salt. Tourists will come and see water. They come and see blue eye sea. They come and see Salt Lake and then enter the Salt Lake and then float on the lake. They will now come and look at the fishes. Come and look at the old structures that they use in the slave centuries. These are what these people are using to stand. But when you look at a contraction of one Nigeria, where everything is blessed, blessed. That is why when the pastors are pronouncing it, they will draw a flourish blessed, blessed, because everything is blessed in the zoological republic. But they have handed it over to Fulani terrorists because they have seen that there are another set of people that, if allowed to make use of the resources available, that place will be a better place. That everybody will be running down there, not them, jackpying away from the place. But Britain said, no, for us to be able to continue to suckle everything and to feed fight on your blood every day, we must give power of dominance to the ones that can use knife and cut off the heads of babies and cut pregnant women into two. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, Mazia Parawa. Fellow Biafrans, if Cape Verde, or Cabo Verde as it's called, I'm sorry if I butchered the name or the word, with a population of less than 1 million, can be independent, self-sufficient, take care of themselves, why can't Biafra do the same and do better? I want to urge every one of us here, go and look at those 40 states.
Government is bigger than that country. Hey, now wow.
Thank you, Mazi. Please go and look at those 40 states of Biafra. Every state on that map, I promise you, have all it takes to take care of themselves, to thrive and be happy. I'm going to read something real quick. When you talk of the safest countries currently, top 10 or top 5 in Africa, or in Alkebulan as the real name is, you have Senegal, you have Namibia, you have Malawi, you have Equatorial Guinea, you have Zambia, you have Botswana, Gambia, you have Ghana, Mauritius. Check the populations of this country. Some of them are 1 million, some 10 million, some 2 million, some 1 point something million. I was reading somebody that wrote something today. They call themselves Ronu or whatever. They said they want a situation whereby everybody will become governor in their states. This will be this, you will take care of yourselves, blah, blah, blah. Fine. And this person ended up by saying, but we want one Nigeria. Fellow Biafrans, let us be honest with ourselves. I can sit down today with anybody from those 40 states of Biafra and eat together from one plate. Do the same things together. Speak together. Celebrate together. Do whatever together. I cannot do that with a Fulani man. Okay? That does not mean we have anything against any nation, any tribe, any ethnicity. But we must preserve ourselves. We must preserve our lives. We cannot thrive without securing our borders first. So to those of us here who is talking about Alaibo development and build house, you want to do this, that cannot work under one Nigeria. Please, I'm begging us. Where I am currently is just a population of 5 million. 5 million very happy people. Okay? If they chop once or twice a day, they chop them with dignity, nobody they find their trouble, they know they find anybody trouble. I want to urge us to know our worth and work towards that. Do not let anybody tell you, you want to go, and what about your house in Lagos? Do not worry about that, I promise you. The same Ghana must go away, terrorist Nigeria pursue comot. Don't you have Nigerians going to Ghana today to invest? The government of Biafra would protect you. There's something Mazi Soni said one day. He said, today as it stands, okay, recognized under international law, this government, Biafran Republic government in exile, is the government of the IPOB. It is not IPOB. That means it is the government of the indigenous people of Biafra. So even if you are, and you should, IPOB is not IPOB Nigeria, but even that IPOB Nigeria, they are still under us, we are still their government, and if you are a criminal there, the government will deal with you. That is just the truth. So do not worry about this vanity, your house, this house you built, our life first, the future of our unborn generations first, preservation of our cultures first, our safety and sanity first, Biafra first. Thank you so much for your time. I yield the mic here.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi Chukwemeka.
Can I say something, sir?
Valentine, we are going according to the time people entered the mic. So don't be angry before the person that was.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, Chuku.
My hand is up.
Okay, Chuku Maize, over to you, please.
Yeah, good evening, my honorable minister. From my end, good evening, Biafrans. Most able greetings to our Prime Minister, the man who's at the helms of affairs, steering the ship to the promised land, and also to our Onyendu, who has sacrificed everything of whom he is, his body, his soul, his freedom, just for the people of Biafra to be free. Also, greetings to friends of Biafra, journalists listening from behind, those listening anonymously, those the one Nigerianist haters spying on us. You are welcome. I just want to let me just add on what Mazi Christopher said earlier, and also I'm going to correct another thing too. So, regarding to the right to self-determination, what we're doing is not a crime. What we are doing is a natural human right. It's like a natural human instinct. Everybody wants to be free. Nobody wants to be held in bondage. And that is what we are doing as Biafran. Even the creators of the zoo called United Kingdom, their population is about 60-something million. But we Biafran, we are over 80 million. So, but United Kingdom feel like they can have their own free.
Biafra is more than 100 million. I'm telling you, all these things just.
Okay. Well, we're working with what we have at the moment. So, thank you for that, Mazunika. United Kingdom, even within themselves, they have nations within nation. You have different part of United Kingdom, Northern Ireland, Wales, England, and Scotland, and they're not even up to the population of Biafra. So that just tells you how they see us and the reason why they don't want us to go. But no matter what they do, we're gonna get our freedom. Biafra is gonna be a free nation that will respect your dignity, your existence, and your rights as a human being. Biafra is going to be a confederacy. In each of this confederacy, you're still going to have the right to self-determination. It is not a union that is forced upon you. Even though after the coming of Biafra, the beauty of Biafra, the success of Biafra, we don't even want to let any part of Biafra leave because they are better off being together with their brothers and sisters than living to be on their own. But compare Biafra and see what the zoo is like. The zoo is a mess, a menace, whereby unity is being forced on the people, decisions are taken without the consent of the people, illegal states are created without the consent of the people. But in Biafra, we are doing things different. We're going to be the beginning of civilization in Africa. We are going to lay examples and all that will follow because we are Asian people. I'm sure each and every one of us in Biafra that are doing what we are doing today, this is not our first time existing. We have existed in the past. We are just coming back to finish the work that you left along the journey. So look at yourself as the first people with the direct DNA from OKK. So what we are doing is not just for ourselves, but for humanity and for Africa in large. Then now what I want to correct is what we are fighting now in the zoo is jihadism. Islamization, they're bringing it to us. And our freedom is coming with like not just awakening our spirit and our soul, but also making us to unlearn so that we can relearn who we are, how we want to be as a people, and all that. So I know because of the world has never seen the current geographical landscape, Africa, which you call Africa today, as a free people. You understand? That's why they've called us all different kind of names. I would prefer if we don't even use that name Akebolan. That name Akebolan came into existence after the former king of the Maliki Empire visited the Arabs for the first time and he went with all the wealth. We are about almost 400
Exactly, my brother.
almost four
You
almost
are
400 camels of gold. And he went there, and when the Arabs saw this, they were marveled. I'm like, where did this land come from? So that's when they started to refer to us as Akebulan. Everything
that
with the
was what
Arabs, when they want to call you, they want to call you El. So I would prefer if we call ourselves Ethiop, because in
Ethiopia
Biafran
is our
land,
real name. Ethiopia.
yeah, in Biafra we have Ethiop North and Ethiop West local government. That's who we are. So let us start to change our mindset. Like I say, we are unlearning to relearn. And to add to what our information minister just said, we have proven, the government, Brgie has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that they are the government of the day. They are the government of the people. They are the government that speaks for the people. You can see it with the continuous civil disobedience, they sit at home. You can see it with the massive turnout in the ongoing self-referendum that we are conducting. So whatever you see parading themselves as Southeast politicians or whatever they call themselves has been deemed illegal and deemed null and void. Because number one, the criminal document that holds that zoo expired in 2014. And from ends then they've been forcing people. Even though we want to take the criminal document as being valid, nobody's consent was nobody, none of the indigenous population in the zoo were consented to create that entity. So whatever we don't agree with has nothing to do with us. It is the government that speaks for us under the leadership of our prime minister and you can see what we are doing. We are turning the stones around. Can you imagine the testimony our Prime Minister just mentioned there, that somebody got their asylum in United Kingdom? That is to even show you that even the UK already know that the zoo is not sustainable, and they have no other option than to start recognizing Biafra. Our enemies will turn around and beg to be our friends, because this time around they have seen such a determination that they have never seen before. You understand? In a black race like Biafran. Of course, we know who we are. We are the ancients, and what we are doing is not a mistake, because what we are doing is what will save humanity. So, whatever these governors, senators, whatever they are talking charade. You understand? They are just living the final days of their existence as the so-called statist politicians and senators. After December 2nd, any of them we see, because they are going to be part of the anything called Nigeria and Biafra land. When we see them, we chase them out. We are delegitimizing them to take back our country. So I just want to thank every one of us that have come out here, despite it's late in our location. Let's continue to contribute in our own way, support the government, fund the government, represent the government, speak for the government, tell people about the government. You know, so let's continue to do what we are doing. And trust me, like as our leader always said, OKK has given him Biafra. It is left for us to go and grab it. Thank you. I use my mic.
Okay, Valentine, over to you.
Yeah, my brothers and sisters, I thank you people for staying long here. I This is what we are expecting to be doing, and you guys are doing it as we expect. Exactly. My chairman, Aparawa, I thank you very very much for sitting this long. Thank you very very much, my minister. So I thank all the ministers that are here, both our brothers that are here. I thank all of you to be advising us, giving us the wisdom to follow. Yes, I just want to drop something for this um, information that our minister bring out now. We know that now we know that they are giving Biafrans asylum now. Before, we are saying that Biafran, like me, I say Biafran use Biafran to get asylum, and that thing is not true. It's true, but it's not true. Because why I said it's true, but it's not true is this: I myself are using Biafran statement, but after everything, I found out that I went yesterday and bring out all the documents. I find out that they did not brought take me out there because of Biafra. Why they take me out there because of brutality that we are running for, that I'm running for. Like example, like someone like other countries that have some issue of killings and the you know, if you can come out from Nigeria, you say that they are killing Christians, then the world can give you asylum. You understand what I mean? So, but that my own that I hold on that I'm a Biafran. That's why they brought me here. But I see many Biafrans here with on this program, but none of them are picking up. Only me. So now that minister said it today, I went back and start to check all the documents. I did not see where they write Biafra there. So that means it's just messy that for them make them and my statement that make them to pick me as somebody that is running for his life. I think this thing is clear for some people who will understand what I mean. So now I understand that Biafran is like now we have that right to go for it, not before. Because I have not seen people that are come here say they are Biafrans and they give them asylum. Because there's no government that will hold that will support you for that, unless you are the people, the country you run into covers you up because they want to save your life. So that is where I see that. So our PM is right now because now we have the power. Now we have the power to get asylum anywhere we are because we have government now that will stand for us and speak and give us document that will cover us from UN, and um, other forces. Again, I'm talking about this country that my minister is Cape. Yeah, when I am in Guinea-Bissau, their embassy, the American embassy in Guinea-Bissau, nobody went there to take asylum. To take visa. Nobody. The country stopped America from them long time until grass cover the embassy, big embassy they built there. So when the fire enter in the bush, catch fire, then fire run to that house and burn the house down, and nobody is there. They run to Senegal. That is where they are. The country, they give that country sanction. America give Guinea-Bissau sanction. Guinea-Bissau said they don't care because that country is a very small country and they love what they will love the life they live in. They are simple country. If you come over, someone will say, "Yeah, man, they gonna buy." Then come, eh? So he helped them because they love each other. They eat together. They drink their that in there. I know that you can use cashew. Cashew works many things. You can use cashew to change to kai kai. They use cashew to make butter. They use cashew to make palm wine. They still have palm wine, but they use cashew to make palm wine. All these things they make it there. They drink. They don't. If you go to the Portugal embassy, they will queue on the line. And when they travel to Portugal, they are coming back to their land. You come to this America, few ones I see here is the one that from London, they just come here. Not the one that just travel from their country to America. Because America don't shock them. If you come there, they say American. They don't care about any people, any white people. They don't care. They take white people. Even they respect their own indigenous than white people that come there. That's why I like that country very very well. In our country, in our state now, our Biafran state now, if you be listening very well, you see that we have already started to intimidate the zoo very very well. Despite now we are challenging them on fighting on everything, we are intimidating them. One of my brother are traveling, I think a day before yesterday. So he's just doing. The guy is in live video on Facebook. So I open up my phone. I
My
saw
brother,
him around
let
that
your
kind of
other hands are up,
12.
please, okay?
Okay, okay, around something to 12. I saw him there where military block the road. Say nobody will pass. The people that are coming, nobody is going. The people that are going, nobody is passing. I told the guy that those people, they use those people, they stop there that night to protect themselves because they, all of them are afraid of what can happen anytime. They are afraid. So, but I will still thanking our PM, thanking everybody that assisting, doing something, one thing or the other to make the move be going smooth. Thank you, my people. I greet everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Good number. Over to you.
Thank you, greeting my honorable minister of information. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your good job. More greets to your elbows. Ministers in here and comrades and ladies, friends of Biafrans. Thank all of you for your consistency. You know, this time around, we increase our mental ability, mental power, increase our talk cassava. We have gotten experience all around the world, and I want you to, if you are part of us here who has been consistent, do not underrate yourself. This Biafra we're talking about, we are going to build it. Okay? That area you know, don't forget about those calling themselves professors. Know that thing you know you can do better. You will champion that area. It is we that no pen will have gone through. We be in positions of things so that we cannot compromise. One of the things that destroy countries is when you tamper with your law. If you tamper with your constitution, if you tamper with your constitution, you have destroyed that system. In the sense that if I'm a justice and my son, they say that somebody do so, they will go to jail. My son do it, I will send my son to jail. Without
Mazen, you mute yourself. Please unmute
oh,
yourself.
thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Immediately you begin to compromise or to tamper with that constitution, you begin to destroy that system. And again, we will have everything. Tell them to advising our youth. If you are finished secondary school, go and learn handwork. Stop wasting your money. Say you want to go and write jam and gives you money. Unless some of you who don't who think that what we're doing we are joking. If you are among those who are very, very optimistic, very, very 100% that Biafra is here, don't waste your time. Say you want to go and go. You go and learn handwork. When Biafra is restored, you can go to school because all those curriculum will be changed, and our people will make sure that we teach our people not to be seeing all these Caucasian swan people. I see them as because we overrated them, and when they come to our land, they begin to come to zoo. They begin to do anyhow. You see a granny, a old man, you come to our land, they marry our beautiful girls. The people you cannot talk to when you go to their land because you are looking up to them. You see them as if those who cannot come to our land, they become expatriates. Those who cannot even, they don't regard them in their land. They come India or those China, they come to our land, they become expatriates. Police will be holding umbrella for them. That is why they're looking you down. Look at your police holding umbrella for zoo police, holding umbrella for somebody who they don't regard in their own country here. They call them expatriate or whatever they call them. We're going to change those things, all those rubbish. We have learned one or two, and we're going to bring it. Protect this system we are going to build, this country we're going to build jealously. Jealously. Not when you're in a position of authority, you become. That's why our security men will be well paid. Well paid. Followed by lifesavers and others. And any of them who found wanting would be punished without looking back. We are going to be that country jealously because to make sure that our people know the value and they get to value life, value human being than money and what money can buy. value their culture, value their identity. In China, when you look at their professional character and everything, before you will begin to like them. When their government will build all those things, they suffer to be what they be today. They suffer. This China was it some years back, Nigeria borrowed them money. But today they come to our land. See how they add the resources, container of resources that take for our land that go to China on daily basis for our land. In Nigeria is just like they make our land to be like there's a one communal pantry we have in our community. We don't go eat. One person don't go there. We go there when they come ripe well. We come gather in group. You get your people some of those who could cut it for you. So we go there. Everybody go do. Anyone where you get now your own. And after you get it, you can sell it there. People can buy it from that place, so you make it for you. Just like how they do in Nigeria. Come, Japan. I mean, what's it called? German come with Rosberger, France. Everybody was our teeth, everything. They are polluting our land. They don't care. They don't care. That is why, my brothers, I am a beast. Yes. The beast I am, not against my fellow Biafrans, against all these politicians. If I get a Senator Owunaya Iberibe, one nama adopwe ankuru ama, ama tapiti ankuru ama lawyer. The man don't know how it disgusts me. All these things, these morons make us to go through. When I look at them, they don't care about us. They don't value us. Why should I value them? They will pay, their children will pay. Their children will pay. Not like their children and their teen. Their action have made other people's children to suffer, to die, make family of childless, make children orphan, make wives widows, make husband widow, make them family homeless. Why should I forgive them? Why? We are suffering. We are talking about countries. My local government is one of the largest governments in Nigeria. Largest. We have 9 towns. 9 towns. That 9 town, my town is third largest. And that third largest, one northern police officer came to my place when we have communal issue. It was the IPO. Is it IPO? What they call it in so they handled the case. The man did not go my hand, half of my town from the police station to my village to where my brother getting married in the same town. The man will ask me, is this one local government? He told me that my village town that he did not go all together. He said if we are to be in the north, we will be 6 local governments. He did not go my town completely. They just not half. We did not go half in just quarter. And we have 9 towns in my local government, and mine is third largest. The man told me if it were to be in the north, it will be 6 local government. Then calculate it. You will see that my town will be my local government will be around as something local government in the north. In the sense when they are sharing 300 million monthly allocation, whatever they call it, the equivalent to the north, we're getting 3-point-something billion. Where they count 100 or 30 houses to them, name it local government with 80 lands. You see, if you're a Biafran and you know not what you are doing, you have to be they turn out to beasts, and that beast we're going to be against them. But not to your fellow comrade, not to your fellow innocent people. My brothers, all these things when we are talking about it, we're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be suffering. The way they deliberately destroying our women. Go outside country, outside, see our young girls, small girls. How they frustrate them out of the land. How they frustrate them out of the land. That is why I said this last time and I want to repeat it again. Instead of you having mansions everywhere, buying mansions everywhere, having mansions, fleet of cars of how many millions, $100,000. They have it like 10, garage. They have 1 wife and 4 children. My brother, marry 100 wives, have 1,000 children, use that money to pay them. We need men, we need soldiers. Our women ought to be, they should be under men. Let us forget about the bad bullshit they make us. We need soldiers. Our women need to be under men. They don't need to be single. Why you don't see all this Islam women? Because the women they are taking, they take all of them. None of them remain. So they after they come, they begin to use that hotel to destroy our own women. That idiot. You go to a hotel, what you see there is all this Fulani, dirty, stinking morons. They fighting our young little teenage girls. We need to protect our women. Let me pause here. How many things? If I talk too much, others will have to talk. But I want you to know that this country we're talking about, after getting it, we have more work. Difference is that we are going to be secured, but know that we have much work to do. Don't expect others. 80% of what we're going to build will be by us. 80%. And if you are gifted to produce something, to innovate something, begin to think about the blueprint now. Don't forget about zoo. Now, Biafra government will support you, not zoo. I promise I have given you assurance. Don't allow that talent to waste. Country, comedy and music doesn't make country to be great. It's just individual. We need scientific innovation. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Yokajuku. Take your number.
Thank you, Machineke. Mr. Snow, over to you, please. Mr. Snow, are you there? Code Artisan. Code Artisan. Code Artisan, over to you. Code Artisan, are you not there?
All
Code Artisan, are you not there?
right. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Okay. Mr. Snow, are you going?
Yes, go ahead. When you're done, I will.
Okay. Yes,
Go ahead.
ahead. When you're done, I will. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning from here, my fellow Biafrans. My greetings to our leader, Martin Africano, and to his disciple and his son, Martin Simon Ekpa. Greetings to you, our ministers in the house. I salute you, my fellow Biafrans. You see, the main thing that we Biafrans are beginning to see these days is that the fear of December 2nd, 2024 is the beginning of wisdom. All of these ramblings of governors and senators is them scrambling at the behest of their masters, the brutal Fulani oligarchs, about December 2nd. All this, if you have observed the things that have been going on, even right before now, about a few weeks ago, they started talking about restructuring and regionalism. Why were they doing that? It was to distract us, and a few of us got distracted by it. And I thank God for some Biafra media warriors. We were able to take it head on to tell everybody that this thing is nothing but a distraction. No regionalism is coming. They are all afraid of the declaration of Biafra. That's all they are afraid of. So all of these ramblings are just a way of, trying to distract us again. But one thing we need to know is that, as the topic for this place have made it very clear, that it is only the PM that speak for Biafrans. Every other person is a counterfeit. That is just the fact that is on ground. And no one is even listening to any Jupiter. No one is listening to any vagabond, be they senators or be they governors. That's just the key thing that we all need to know and keep in mind. Look at other countries, other peoples that are from reasonable places. Look at the Europeans. The only reason why they are prospering is because you have Germany for the Germans, you have Britain for the Brits, you have Sweden for the Swedes, you have Finland for the Finnish. Why can't we have Biafra for Biafrans? That is the only reason why in Nigeria, despite your BSc, your MSc, your PhD, we are all still in poverty. We are still the poverty capital of the world. As the last speaker just said, even look at those places that I just mentioned. The majority of their workforce are not university graduates. They are people with handwork. They are people with handwork. It is the plumbers, the carpenters, it is the farmers that is the bulk of their economy. What is known as the blue collar work, the blue collar jobs. So what are we talking about? We cannot constantly say that we want to prosper and then remain in a very backward society. We are contradicting ourselves. Therefore, whatever that we're doing, all Biafrans must keep it in mind that there is no room for us to slack back at this time. That's why the more and more distractions will come. All we have to do is to ignore it. All we have to do is to ignore it. And concerning, as the minister just said about when he in his speech, when he talked about us not even responding or analyzing anything from the lawyers. This is actually what I have to say about it. I do not have my faith in the lawyers, and he is right by saying, let us allow the lawyers to do their job. Where my faith is about the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is actually on the water framework of the Prime Minister, the granite distribution framework of the Prime Minister. That is the only thing that will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we all know that Nigeria does not have a judiciary. Nigeria doesn't even have a legislative branch of government. The only branch of government that is existing in Nigeria is the executive. And it is not a real executive form of government. It is actually just the president. Nigeria does not have a government. We all know Nigeria is a business entity created by the British government, by the Royal Niger Company. And that is what it is still today. That's why the only thing that matters in such companies are usually the board of directors, which are not Nigerians. And people think it is Nigerians. And the CEO, which is now the president. And the president is not the leader of Nigeria. The president is the chief guard of the prison that all of us has been entrapped into at the amalgamation. So these are the things we need to keep in mind. It is not the efforts of the lawyers that will get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. It is the water framework of the PM that will get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. The pressure is piling up. When it will get to the full, when the cup will be filled to the brim, the wine will begin to pour out, and everybody will be on the run. From the governors to even the local government chairman to the senators, everybody will be on the run. And that is exactly why they are running about uphill scatter, talking one rubbish or the other. They know what is coming. They can see it. These governors, they are just being greedy. But I tell you one thing, they are not stupid. They know they see what is coming. They know what is heading their way. They are just being wicked, but I'm telling you, they are not stupid. They know what is coming their way. That's why they will keep planting more decoys. They will keep throwing more and more distractions on us. And we are not buying the bullshit story they are telling anymore. Everybody knows that. They know themselves, not even they themselves believe what all the nonsense they are saying. Can't you see how They went to they talked about, oh, they spoke with Obasanjo on the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and Obasanjo came out and said, I never spoke anything about Nnamdi Kanu with them. It was not discussed in my presence. So we must keep doing what we are doing and keep doing it now that we are seeing results. We must intensify our actions. We must donate more and more to the government. We must fight every Nigerian agent in on social media, all the ones spreading propaganda against our leader, spreading propaganda against our people. We must all fight them to the hill. States, they are terrorists. We are victims of their terrorism. They rape our mothers and our sisters. They kill our fathers and our brothers. So let us be encouraged. Our actions is our actions are yielding some undeniable results that they are now forced to come out and acknowledge it. That is it all, my people. I am working. That's why I'm still awake by this time. Thank you very much, our minister, for opening this space. Your speech is indeed very, very enlightening. Thank you very much.
Say, Suno, over to you, sir.
Yes, my Minister of Information, I greet you. Uh, the ministers here on space, all Biafrans and friends of Biafra who are here. I say good evening from my location, and may Chukwuka Abiyama bless us all for all the good work we're doing. Uh, the space was on earlier today, and a lot of people spoke and said all the beautiful things that lingers in the hearts of Biafrans. Now the space is up again with the Minister of Information, also dishing out line by line, outlining pleases the hearts of Biafrans. That's why we are all gathered. And it's not only not because, but a reminder our hearts what we're seeking for and what we are going to get, and that is Biafra, a united nation, a united people who will always thrive as God has created us. Biafrans, our Minister of Information pointed out clearly, just like our Prime Minister pointed out on Saturday during the fundraising, that we need fund in whichever way possible. Everybody has to intensify. According to the words of our Prime Minister, he said, if you were doing 10, increase it to 20. If you were doing 5, increase it to 10. That is to say that we need to increase our hustle. I'm here this evening to remind us all and those who are listening to us that in as much as our fight is a fight of survival, we're not going to fight for our survival with our bare hands. If it gets to it, we're going to do it. Our fathers did it. 3 people lined up to use one gun, and they held Britain, as big as it claims to be, with all their friends, and Nigeria, and they held them for 3 years. In our time, we have been called. We were born for this job that we're doing here right now. If you yet do not see what we're doing here as the biggest call of your life, then you need to go and to Salah your ancestors OG again and have a communication with them. Because this is a life purpose, and this purpose we are here to do. We are here to finish what our father started. and we're going to do it. And we're going to not only finish up what they started, but we're going to take a revenge over the 5 million and counting people that Nigeria took from us between 1967 to 70, and continue taking from us. Because the truth is, since after 1970, our people have died in their numbers, all because we were forced to be in a geographical location that is not ours, a place bearing a name that is not ours, has cost us so many of our brothers, our friends, our sisters, our mothers, you know? So we're going to do the needful. Please, Biafrans who are listening to us and friends of Biafra, we beg you, we plead on our friends to support our cause. Our fight is a fight of survival. We're fighting to be alive. We're fighting to have what you have where you are, the right to live. So no matter what anybody tells you, you are in a place where you can research. Look at what Biafra is. And this is to the friends of Biafra who are here listening to us, or those who are going to listen to us afterwards. Look at our plight and see why we need to do what we need to do. And support us in whichever way you can. Whichever way you can, support the Biafran Republic government in exile and her prime minister, Simon Ekpa, in all that he's doing. Biafrans in the United States, it is very, very important that we consistently remind each and every one of you the importance of your liberation tax. My brothers and my sisters, my friends in the United States, our friends and our brothers in the United States, you see, we are calling you all brothers now. If you do not pay your liberation tax, if you do not support this government that is for the people, you're not only doing things that will affect you, but your children. Your children will be the one who are they're going to spit on you. They're going to pee on your graves for not doing the right thing, for not standing in the path of truth. Because at the restoration of Biafra, truth will be given back to again. Because in Biafra, truth lies. May we all remember, may we all always remember that your liberation tax is as low as $5. All we need is your consistency. Consistency towards your donation is going to get us to where we're going. And for those of us who take this as our call, we will keep increasing, like the Prime Minister said. Those of us who are doing 5 will start doing 10, because Chukwu Kabiama is going to provide for us to be able to do it. As the Prime Minister declared it, he is going to give us that which we are going to use to support this government. But if you reside in the United States, please queue in, pay your liberation tax, $5 every week, and tell 5 of your friends. Once you start doing it, you tell your friends to get on board with us. We need millions and thousands of us doing this, because the war we are fighting, we should always remember, it doesn't take a break until Biafra is fully defended. This war is not going to take a break. As you and I are talking, there are people who are also plotting on how to invade our land tomorrow, next tomorrow, the next hour. But glory to Chukwu Kabiama, we have our Prime Minister. And we have our angels who are doing the needful. Those men and women who are defending our land, who have their boots on ground defending our land. They are the warriors and the angelic warriors that I know. They are the people who have decided that for me to leave, they are willing and ready to put in their own life. So I'm not going to be part of those who will send my brothers and my sisters to the war front and leave them empty-handed. I'm not going to send my brothers to fight our fight and leave them empty-handed. If you're a Biafran youth and you're living in the United States, even if you don't believe in what we're doing, I am sure that you believe in living. That is why you're living in the United States. That is why you're living in Europe where you are. And I'm sure your family are back home where they are being protected. So you have to do the needful. You have to support this government by all means necessary and possible. All we need is your consistency. It doesn't matter how much you're putting in, but your consistency will do it all. As long as you're donating to Biafra with your heart, you are safe. But if you're not donating to this cause, there is no way our land will forgive you. If you're donating to this cause, but you're looking back and thinking, oh, I'm just going to give this today, but you know you have way much more to give us, you ask yourself a question: of what use is it to fight a fight and prolong it other than fighting and finishing it up at once, especially now that we have the finish on our side? So Biafrans, wherever you are, we have been called to duty. That duty is to fund the Liberation Army in every way we can. Always remember that war is fought on two fronts: on Wall Street and then on the field. So if you do not have your boots on ground, you better have your wallet on ground. Before I end this, I want to remind us something. You know, every time I say I don't discuss Nigeria, but I want to remind us what their founding fathers, who were babies at the time of the foundation of Nigeria, said. This is what Ahmadu Bello said. Since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country, but the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. Nigerian unity is only a British invention. This was in 1948. And here is Ahmadu Bello. He said, Nigeria is not, it is a mere geographical expression. There is no Nigerian in the same sense as there is in English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigeria is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria and those who do not. And then comes our own Efulefu, Aziki, where he said, it is better for us and many admirers abroad that we should disintegrate in peace and not in pieces. Should the politicians fail to heed this warning, then I will venture to predict the prediction that the experience of the Democratic Republic of Congo will be child's play if ever it comes to our turn to play such tragic role. Our friends who are listening, these are the supposed founding fathers of what you have as Nigeria. And these were their words. All of these words came before 1966 or 1967 when they killed our people. So the establishment you have as Nigeria has only and has always existed just to pillage our land, take our resources, and kill our people. Those who they cannot kill, they displace them, force them to leave our land and go to a foreign land in search of green pasture. But guess what? Azikiwe said it. And this time around, we are here. Not only are we here to make sure that Nigeria is disintegrated, we're going to make sure that Nigeria pays for all the tears and blood they have cost Biafra. Dalun, everybody. Thank you all for all the good work we are doing. And may Chukwu Kabiama bless us all. My bishop, I greet you. Dalun, oh, you get why? Dalun, my brother. Christopher. Everybody here, I greet you all. Dalun.
Thank you much, Elijah. Simon, over to you, sir. Please, let's make our submission. Snap it. Call it a day.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, my minister. I greet everybody here. It's so good to be here with you, learning things every day, and then having much confidence, making our hearts so strong and brave. The saying goes that power intoxicate, power and wealth intoxicate. Power had that they don't have remorse for life anymore. They do whatever they please, whatever their slave masters tells them to do. Now, when they killed our people in Obibo, we massacred so many, nobody called for political solution. When Peter Obi killed so many Biafrans and threw their body in the River, nobody called for political solution. You know, when they send Operation Python dance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's home and killed so many, even his parents died from the shock. Nobody called for political solution because they feel they've got the power. The power is with them, the power lies with them, and the power can never leave them. They never knew that the only thing that is constant is change. And now the power had left them. They are now running helter-skelter, looking for political solution. And they are trying to condition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What kind of condition are they going to give our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? A condition where, first off, they granted him bail around 2017. Then he was supposed to be coming from Umaya to the court, enjoying his bail. All of a sudden, they sent a mob of military men to ambush just one person's house, and here they killed so many. He lost his father, and so he managed to escape. And after much, they still planned kidnap him and rendition him and tortured him, dehumanized him, and now they are looking for conditions. At times I wonder what kind of leaders we have in the East, in the Southeast. It's really terrible. These people are so evil that, I mean, if we see them on the streets, we're supposed to just mob on them. They have ended so many lives in the East. I knew how so many Bubago So many young men that you've killed, harvested their organs. So all these things going on, and some people will still look at our senators and our governors and think they would speak for Nnamdi Kanu to release him, when they knew that Nnamdi Kanu had already taken power from them, when they knew that not only Nnamdi Kanu, our PM, the Biafra Republic government in exile, has taken power from them because the people no longer listen to them anymore. Today in Vanguard, Hope Uzodinma was complaining that they sit at home. People still locked up their shops and their businesses. Nobody cares about them anymore. That is why they are rallying around, going about, looking for ways and means how they would do away with Simon Ever. But they never knew that karma is real. All the evil that they have done is coming back at them. And God will not spare them. They will never be spared. They will never have peace. There is no peace for the wicked. There is no peace for the wicked. They will get everything that they have done to the Biafran people. They will get it back in a large number. So, my brothers, there is nothing these senators and governors can do for us as long as they still want to maintain power. Nothing. Don't even think, don't just disregard everything they say. They are talking about is released for over how many years? Release, up to date. Nothing has happened. So the only body is the government, is the BRGIE that has the authority to release Nnamdi Kanu, not them. Not them, because if they do, it will come with conditions. And Nnamdi Kanu, knowing who he is, he can never take any condition from them. With all the things they have done to him, never. He can never. So let's support our liberation. We know times are hard, but anything we can do, let's do it. Here we are in the zoo, and the economy here is really, scorching. But the little we can do, we will do. I thank you for the opportunity to speak. I want to thank my PM and all the governing body of the Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto government in homeland. I want to thank you for all the work you've been doing. You're doing a great job. You're giving the Biafran people a whole mind of their own and a place they will call home. I just believe that December 2nd will be something that the whole world will talk about. In the end, Biafra will surely come. Thank you, Adi.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So all Biafrans that have tuned in, thank you to all of you, and let's keep our faith high and continue to give your support financially, because that's all we need. Ignore every zoo terrorist senators and governors and ministers. The only legitimate government that speaks for the Biafran people is BRGIE and speaks through the Prime Minister. I salute all of you, Biafrans, and we continue to keep the flag high above sea level. Ndewo Mocheneke from here, from me. It is, good evening.
Thank you, Biafrans. Go and vote. Go and support our Biafra government. You've had it all. God bless you. I will bring another one. Go and open space. Go and open space. This is the space of yesterday. Go and grab the mic. You see that the same people who have been doing it every day, they are blocking their pages, they are blocking their channels. Don't be on the listening side only. Go and open space. You can do it. Yes, you heard me. You can do it. God bless you. God bless Biafran all over the world. Biafrans all over the world. Remember the code. Hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. Na-akụ n'aka, because not easy. Go and grab the mic. If you think it is easy, go and do something right now. Na-akụ aka, that's one wonderful one from our information minister yesterday. So I encourage everybody, don't keep the space empty for this janjaweed to take over. Don't keep everywhere quiet. People are dying on a daily basis. Are you hearing me? Go and do something right now. Do it and send it to me. I will stream it on my time. I don't want everybody to be quiet. Don't use our data to go and watch porn. Use it to do something. Biafra must exit 2024. God bless you. Ada Biafra from Chicago is saying, Kemesia, ndewonu.